Hello, Teacher Stephanie here. I thought I would give you guys a 1 month review of VIPkid. So the first couple things I thought I would start off with is number one, the pros of working with VIPkid. The first pro that I have is that it is super easy to schedule with them. Number one, there is no minimum requirements. So you can open up as many slots as you want or not work at all during a certain time period. You do not have to schedule time off, which is really nice. So if I know that next Friday I want to go to the movies with my kids, then I just wouldn't schedule any time during that Friday. If my kids have a field trip at school, then I can just not click any slots open for that day, which is really nice. Also, if you're going on a long vacation and you don't want to have to teach, you can just simply not open up your time slots and not have to teach. A lot of companies require you to have a minimum of so many hours per week or so many hours per month. It is really easy to schedule. They have an online app, and you can also do it through your computer. So that makes it even easier to track your bookings and to open up slots or close slots as you need them. VIPkid also has pretty good pay compared to some of the other companies. Their base pay is $7 to $9 per class. So that's per 30-minute time period. So if you work two 30-minute time periods, that's between $14 and $18. And that's base pay. So that means that's the lowest amount you could make for that book slot. If you do certain incentives, like if you open up and teach so many classes per month, usually around 40 to 50, then you get an extra $1 per class that you taught. If you start and finish on time and not have any technical issues, then you get another $1 on top of that. So there's a lot of incentives that they offer. They offer Christmas incentives, referral incentives, lots of different extra ways that you can earn extra money. They have a large student base. They're the #1 company in China. And I didn't know that in order to move on to high school, that most Chinese students have to take an English test to pass to get into high school. So therefore, it's really important that they have very good English skills, which is why VIPkid is so important. So that large student base helps you get bookings, and more students means more bookings and more pay. Also, they teach children from preschool, I think age 3, all the way through age 12. Most companies have between 4 and 8, so that limits the amount of students you could have as well. They also have a teaching community, which is awesome. There are so many Facebook groups out there for VIPkid that will help you along the way with trying to get hired, with once you're a teacher, coming up with reward systems, with how do you schedule your time, how do you organize your classroom, backgrounds, how do you do that. So it's really awesome to get to connect. There's even meetups in different places where you can say, in Chicago, so they'll get together with a group of VIP teachers from the Chicago area, and you can win prizes and do things. So that's pretty awesome. It makes it feel more united and like you're a part of something bigger. They also have a store, which is huge. A lot of these online ESL companies do not have a place where you can go and buy a t-shirt or where you can buy the characters that are in their program. So that's pretty cool that now they have that available. You can buy things such as puppets, and you can print off some of their material to use in your classroom, and buy t-shirts and puppets and just all kinds of things for your classroom. They also have this thing called the hutong, which is where you learn about the company little by little, and you get tokens for doing certain things, whether it's making a post about what your classroom background is, or whether you're learning about the Dragon Boat Festival, which is coming up. Then you earn tokens, and you can exchange those tokens at the store for different items. So you're not always constantly using your money to buy different things for your classroom. Another pro that I have, which is the biggest one for me, is that I really like their lessons. They are geared toward the right age group. They all follow a step-by-step pattern, so you know what level the student is on. And the teacher tips are right there on the side, so you know exactly what you need to say and exactly what the student should say. And all of the material is already in a lesson format for you. You just simply click through the slides and do the different games and activities that they have on there for you. So there is a very minimal amount of prep work needed. You're not having to come up and create your own lessons or try to figure out, oh, how am I going to teach this slide? It's already there for you. So the only thing you really need to get ready is things like this, like a shark for a prop. Or you might need to write out some grammar lessons on a whiteboard. And they do ask that you have a secondary reward system. So I use things like this or like this in my classroom. Things like food when we're learning food. So good job, Bao Bao, you get a popsicle. And I think that is the hardest part for me. So that is one thing I would put under the cons, is that you have to create what they call a secondary reward system. So it's just a way for them to visually see, like, oh, I did a good job, I get this. I did a good job, so I get a dino sticker. So that's probably the hardest part for me. Also, the second con is that it takes a little bit to build up your student base with VIPkid. It varies person to person. I got my first booking within a couple of days. Some people have said that it takes a month for them to get a booking. But as long as you have a good intro video and a good profile pic and a good bio, then you should get bookings fairly quickly. And once you get established, it's super easy. They have what they call the frenzy on Sunday nights, and that's when they open up the following week's time slots for the Chinese parents to book with teachers. And so the frenzy is when you start getting all those bookings. So that happens once a week. So I really, really enjoy VIPkid. The other con that I've heard is that they're really strict on if you have a class that's booked and you miss it. So say you have classes booked for next Monday and you're sick. You can cancel them, but you only get a certain number of cancellations per 6-month contract. So you have to be aware of that. But their scheduling is so flexible that if you think you might be coming sick next week, you can kind of start not opening as many slots. Or if you know, hey, May 3rd, I have this event to go to, I know that I just don't open any slots for that. Also, if you don't get booked during that time slot, you can close it at any time. So that helps cut down on the cancellations that you need. But if you have any more questions about VIPkid, please comment below. I will also put my VIPkid referral link below if you would like to join, and I can help you through the process. Thank you, and bye!